National Coach Matt Lindland. We've gotten through the Greco-Roman World Team trials, and we know our team going to Budapest. Interesting mix of people for sure. I coach 6 athletes on their first World Team. Your thoughts about overall what the team looks like, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about some of the individuals.
Well, I'm super thrilled with the talent. I think I've been, saying the same narrative for a while. Is it's going to be younger athletes that are going to be getting medals for us here, soon. And we've had some really tough, veterans that have been keeping these young guys at bay for a while, and they stepped up. I mean, we've been seeing these athletes perform. I mean, not just the ones that made the team, but we've had a lot of medals overseas, internationally, from a lot of our young talented athletes, Kamal and Tracy and Dalton Roberts, and now we're getting these guys on our teams, and I think they're hungry. They're ready to go prove it. I think the message that I'm hearing from these young guys is, hey, it took me a while to get there, but I know that I'm here now. I can go perform at the world stage and come home with a great performance and hopefully a medal. So that's the narrative that I'm hearing from these guys. It's and a lot of these older guys, they're great athletes, they're great wrestlers. That's why they've been taking those spots. But I think these young guys really want to prove what they're capable of doing.
So everyone was buzzing about Adam Kuhn making the team, and obviously he beat one of our top veterans, Robbie Smith, in 2 straight. And at the Olympic trials 2 years ago, it went the other way around, and Robbie won both matches. But what did you see in Adam that was different, or maybe a step up from 2 years ago?
Well, I think especially a step up since just Las Vegas. Let's just go back to when they wrestled in Vegas, and Robbie really controlled the positions and the positions on the mat. He moved Adam around because he got to his tie-ups. This tournament, Adam forced his tie-ups. He put him in that clinch body lock. He's got a great build for that position, and then when he got in that position, he didn't just sit there. He moved Robbie, made his feet move, and Robbie had to carry the weight of that big man around while he was moving him around. And we kept seeing him try that little twist, and the first match and the second match he attempted it once or twice, but when he had to get the points, he knew it was there, and he went out and got it. So he made some really good adjustments. I mean, him and his coaches put together a great strategy, a great plan, and he executed it. What I felt like watching the match at the Opens was, this guy doesn't have a plan. He's just going to go out there and wrestle. And at that level, you're going to have to come in with a strategy and a plan. And if it doesn't work, you're going to have to make adjustments either on the fly in the match, or in this situation, second and third matches, which a lot of our athletes did do, made adjustments and come back and won. Won after they lost the first match. They won the series. But Adam definitely had a plan, and he stuck with his plan, and it worked. And he's on our team now, and we're really happy to have him. We're excited to get him doing full-time Greco for the next 4 months and get him ready to go get a medal in Budapest this summer.
Now, 2 people that in the lightweights, they're quite a contrast. You got Sam Hazenwinkle, never been on a senior world team, but he's in his mid-30s, and then has been an Olympian in freestyle, and followed up by Dalton Roberts, who has made age group teams but made his first senior team. That's kind of the bookends there, right?
Yeah, pretty interesting that Dalton and Adam were high school teammates, and now they're
how about that?
World Team teammates. I mean, that's
Fowlerville,
cool.
Michigan.
It's a very cool thing. I'm looking forward to getting these guys to our first camp, which starts in a week. We're going to go out to my hometown in Oregon again, in Eagle Creek. We got a beautiful place out there, a facility to run at, train at. I mean, we've got over 200 acres on the property with a creek through the middle, and 10,000 square foot strength facility in there. We got our mat set up for circuit training. We've got sand pit. We've got the creek to do some training. So a lot of putting our guys out out of their comfort zone, into the nature, into the elements out there, and a lot of work. I mean, they're going to be doing a run in the morning. They got a circuit in the afternoon, and in the evening they're going to be doing their heavy strength cycle. Learned a lot about this camp last year. Was our guys worked really hard. They put the work in, the effort in, but I don't think I recovered them enough because we were in my hometown, and everybody wanted to take these guys fishing and rafting and boating. They went jet boating and aviating. It was a crazy trip. We're going to limit a lot of the activities. use that time to review film, work on some team building activities, but really more on the property, to tell you the truth.
No. Let's talk a little bit about John J. Chavez, Jordan Spieler. Those are new guys, too, that have been doing well, but now they're number ones, right?
Yeah, last year in the Hungarian Grand Prix, we had Jordan Spieler in the finals there. Beat some really quality guys to make it to the finals. Jordan's been winning medals internationally for a few years now. He's got a great international style. Outside of Kamal Bey, I don't know if there's anybody more explosive and athletic as Jordan. If he handles his business right and takes care of his lifestyle, he's definitely a candidate to go get a medal there. He can perform. There's maybe 5 guys in the world that he could beat him, but on any day, I think he could beat those guys too with the right performance. So, he goes out and makes some adjustments with what he's doing. We got a really good guy there. I guess he's new, but he's not new to the Greco circuit. He's not new to international wrestling. He's been doing it for a long time now. Mm-hmm. Same thing with John J. Chavez. This is somebody that was on a couple cadet world teams. He made a junior team. He's been competing overseas. He just got back from a trip before the Opens, where he was training in Europe with some of the top international training partners. So not a surprise. I guess if there was one weight class that surprised me, that was the one. But just because I felt like Rayvon was been doing so much stuff right. But I really don't know if he was injured or not, because he's such a mentally tough guy. Even if he's hurt, he's going to lie to you and tell you, "Oh, I'm good, coach. I'm fine." Yeah. But we're definitely getting him evaluated right now, because I think that he's got some injuries that he's just been nagging him. Same thing with Martinez. He had some injuries. He didn't wrestle in the Opens, but really took some time off the mat, took care of those injuries, refocused, and came out to the trials prepared. And that's another guy that had a game plan. He had a strategy, had a game plan, and he executed that. And I think that's a really good theme, because we saw, a year ago where Mason Manville took Kamal out because he had a great game plan. He had a really good strategy. Kamal understood this year that he had to come to the match with a strategy and a game plan. And every time Mason tried to control his wrists and slow Kamal down, Kamal cleared the ties, got back to his good position, and was able to score and execute and get points on the board. So I really, a big emphasis we're doing is helping these guys put together, created a platform and a sheet for them to kind of write it out and really cognitively go through the process of developing their strategy, their plan. And then once you develop the plan, you got to work that plan. You got to put the time in, you got to put the effort in, and so it becomes second nature, because you don't have time to go look at a sheet when you're on the mat. So you got to know that plan inside and out, and every time you're in a position, you know where you're going to go next.
So you got 3 Olympians on the team. Sam Hazelwinkle was a freestyle Olympian, but Jesse Thielke and Ellis Coleman made it through too and made the team. And these guys have been to the biggest stage, right? Mm-hmm. And now they have opportunities again to do something at a world championship. Both have been past world team members as well. Those guys, with the new weight classes and everything, maybe they're in good places, right?
Oh, well, they're all in good places as far as the way that you can tell by the way they performed. Unfortunately, a guy like Jesse's definitely going to have to move up a weight class, and same thing with Ellis. They're going to have to figure out Ellis is 67. He's at the right weight class, but Jesse's going to have to figure out is he going up, which I think is really his only option. And then look at the depth that we got there when that happens. And so we're building, we're getting better. There's no doubt that the program's moving in the right direction. I think that what a lot of people thought when they looked at our team and said, "Wow, man, you had a lot of guys get beat." Well, we had a lot of young guys step up and take those spots from those athletes that have been there. So I'm thrilled. I'm excited to work with these guys. I think they're very hungry and ready to put the work in. We got 4 months to do it, and I think we got a great plan in place, and we're going to go and execute that.
Yeah, you start in Oregon with your base camp, but then you got Vegas training camp.
Yeah.
Come back to the Springs, and right before the Worlds, you're going to train in Hungary, right?
Yeah, well,
so you got your game plan in.
We got an international tour in between there too.
Yeah, which event?
We're going to go to the German Grand Prix in Dortmund, Germany. And that's right when we get back from that Vegas camp. We're going to leave on the 15th of August, head over there, wrestle 18-19 in Germany. Then we're going to stick around for 10 days of training with the German team. And then we're going to come back and recover our guys a little bit. Then we got a national team camp here. We're going to bring in all our top guys, and we're going to put these guys through some harder, the intensity is going to pick up, and we're getting a little closer to the World Championship, so a little higher intensity. But then we're going to finish that training off in Tata, so we'll already be in country, 45 minutes from where we're competing, and then we'll head into Budapest on the 17th and start wrestling on the 25th. And I mean, just things are rolling, and we're moving in the right direction, and we're all excited to get going and get our team together.
Got some medals out there, Coach?
There's some medals out there. I mean, realistically, I think there's 3 guys on this team that can find their way to the podium, and let's see which 3 can do it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, thanks for your time, man.
You bet.
Enjoy your first camp, and obviously, congratulations on the development of some of these young guys. That didn't happen without a lot of hard work and effort.
Yeah, and it takes time. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
No, but we're getting there, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.